Well, I got first connected with LBF. Unfortunately, at the time, it was through a tragic loss of my son. We had a service up here. It was, of course, a very trying time, which sometimes it's a little vague and a little fuzzy, but one of the things I do recall afterwards, meeting down here in the garage afterwards, I had this gentleman standing over to my left, just kept watching me. And I'd look over and he'd be looking at me with his hands behind his back, just kept watching me, and I was being greeted by people in a long line. And at the end, he says, you don't know who I am? I says, no, I'm sorry, I don't. He says, well, I'm Mike Cloud. I'm the grieving pastor up here at church, and I've been here standing and watching you, and would you mind if I chat with you? And I says, no, not a problem. I need to chat to somebody. At that time, I did not have Christ in my life. Didn't have church. He wasn't even interested in church. There was a time in my life where my wife even asked me if I was interested in going to a little gathering at church on Sundays. And I said, at that time, no, I'm good. I got a busy time, a weekend. Weekends are my time, and if you want to go for it. I met at our house with my wife and my daughter, and I don't even think it was a matter of several days, not even a week, where in our living room, he asked in a prayer of us accepting Christ. I'm not sure if it was a sign from God early on, but we had this bird coming to the window. Never happened before, but he'd just flutter his wings against the window. And I told Mike about it, and he says, maybe it's God just letting you know he's here. And he knows your pain, and he wants to walk with you. And I said, yeah, but it's just comes at times when we're grieving, we're talking about him, and it's never happened before, and he'll stay for a while, just flutter against the glass, and he'll fly away. The moment we went into a prayer of me accepting Christ, that bird came to the window. And I heard it, and I said, Mike, so I'm sorry to disrupt the prayer, but I said, look up. And he looked up, and he says, God is here in the midst of this. I have changed from a person who was probably empty on the inside, striving for nothing in particular, stuff, as they would say, to helping me to see who I am, to see who Christ is in my life. Probably most importantly is what Christ did for me. It's one thing to lose your son, but I can't imagine giving your only one and begotten son to save somebody else, to save the world, to reconcile us with him, with God, and to sacrifice and give himself as a sacrifice, to come and serve for us, to be beaten, to be scorned, to be whipped, to be crucified. And I can't imagine that. It's beyond my comprehension as much as what I've gone through. At a time of extreme loss and tragedy, it has saved my life. It has done things for me that I can't even put into words. It's given me a feeling of peace. It's given me hope. It's given me trust and a confidence of where I will be. And I do trust that I will see my son again one day.